Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Courtney, my wife. Why is this so awkward? Why is this so awkward? She is my wife because we have documents to prove it. We have a marriage certificate, therefore we are married. That was the deal. I said, you make a YouTube video with me? She said no. I said, I will buy you ice cream. She said yes. I did ask you guys on my Instagram for some questions, and so you guys came through with some hard-hitting questions, and we're going to start off hot here, Courtney. In our household, toilet paper, over or under?
Over.
Over all day long.
Yeah.
We discussed this in marriage counseling. They wouldn't let us get married before this. They said, what is your opinion, over or under? If you are in a marriage right now, your spouse puts the toilet paper under, or they say it has to be under, I would seek a lawyer.
I don't think it's that.
They are a psychopath.
You say psychopath?
They are a cyclist. They love to ride bikes. This one was probably the number one question that everyone asks. How did we meet, Courtney? How did me and you end up in this relationship?
How about you start?
Courtney's parents travel. They're children's evangelists, so they travel to different churches, and they came to our church. We had like a children's service and everything. So me and Courtney met, just a couple good Christian kids meeting in church. So we had like an outreach event Saturday. Courtney showed up in her little denim skirt, ponytail, and I just fell in love. You had a ponytail.
I still don't remember that.
What was your first interaction with me in my outfit?
Oh, he was wearing a bunny costume. His church was doing an outreach, so we were door knocking and stuff.
Yeah, we were going around trying to do outreach, and so I had to wear a bunny. So that was my first interaction. I was walking out and seeing this cute girl, and I'm like, I'm a bunny today.
So I'd already seen him for a few hours before I even saw his face.
She was like, who's this guy in the bunny costume? So someone else asked, this goes right into the next question here, is what was our first impressions of each other? That afternoon, we had like a youth event, and Courtney was there. Yeah, I remember you being very sarcastic. You were really trying to be funny. You were laying it on. You're a little comedian. You were being really funny, sarcastic, cracking jokes.
I think it's only because I made a friend, because I don't talk and make jokes that much unless I have like...
Or maybe there was like this really cute guy there that you was really trying to impress.
I had made a friend. I made a friend there. Me and her kept laughing and making jokes. The extra sarcasm might have been because there was a cute guy there.
Then Courtney had this really fun game to play. What do we play? What was it called? Sardines.
Yeah, sardines. I was supposed to say, I forgot.
Yeah. Sunday night after service, and her parents had like a whole set they were tearing down, and do you remember I like stayed around to help y'all tear down? And
I do.
And
a lot of people stayed around.
I was one of them though. I was the main one. I felt I was holding the door open for you when you carried out stuff.
Who folded more curtains? Because I was folding curtains too. So who folded more?
I don't remember.
I think you folded like 2 in the span that I folded 10. I do know you didn't fold a lot.
Well, it was like, if I can fold really good, she thinks I'm husband material. That's what she's looking for. If I can't fold, then she's not gonna want to marry me one day.
But you folded very slow. Because I remember later when we started dating, we talked about how slow you folded those curtains.
It was, you know what? The slower I fold, the longer we have to talk right now. But the fun thing is we didn't talk for another 2 years after that. Which leads into my next question here, Courtney. What was our first date like?
We went to Olive Garden and went shopping.
I took you to Old Navy and bought you a shirt.
I was gonna buy it, but he was like, no.
High rolling that day. I said, I'm gonna take you to Old Navy. You buy whatever you want, as long as it's under a $30 limit. Most typical date, Olive Garden and Old Navy. Did we go get ice cream maybe?
Sweet Cece's?
Yeah, I think we might have.
So.
We probably did. We did have another date early on. I took you to Chipotle. That was your choice.
Wasn't it your first time at Chipotle?
That was my very first time at Chipotle. Now here's the thing. So I was unaware of what the sizes were. I didn't realize the portions they gave you. So I'm thinking a burrito like a Taco Bell burrito, or like, you know, you go to a Mexican restaurant and get an enchilada. Pretty small. I got 2 Chipotle burritos, and then they made the things and they were the size of my arms. So I have 2 like huge burritos. I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to eat this. Because you went first, I go after you. I didn't order drinks. I didn't realize you had to buy the drinks separate. And so we sit down and we were both like, I didn't get drinks. And you're like, no, I didn't either. And neither one of us wanted to, we were too shy to go back up there and ask for drinks. We were just young and in love, people pleasers, like we can't go back up and ask for drinks. And I didn't want to look like a fatty and eat 2 whole Chipotle burritos. So I threw a whole burrito. I just threw a whole burrito away. After we got done, I was like,
burrito.
Yeah, it's finished. And I walked around and you were like, you just wasted a whole, I remember you calling me out on it.
I did.
Like, you just wasted a whole burrito. Yeah, I was full.
Because
I was
Chipotle's not cheap. Not all the time.
trying to be cool. Yeah, I'm not that
like
hungry.
You could have taken it home.
I'm not a cheapskate. I don't want to take. I'll get something away if I get hungry.
A little waste of a burrito.
I just bought a burrito to show you I could buy it. Just wanted to flex.
And then after that, we had to go to Sonic to get drinks.
Because we were like dying of thirst. What's the most annoying habit that I have?
He picks his nail, like his fingernail beds, not his nails, but like. Do you have any picked right now?
Probably
Like.
You probably
can't
see a little
see
bit.
it.
No. See, because they're not that bad.
Yes, it is. There's blood on this one, but you can't see it in the video.
I feel like she notices the
Picks at it.
most is in church, obviously.
Yeah, because he's just sitting there and he'll just be picking. Or
Yeah.
at night when I'm sitting there trying
Yeah.
to read and he'll be in bed picking his nails.
Drives me crazy is the one that happens in church is when you start bouncing your leg.
I can't help that. It's a nervous habit.
You'll start bouncing your leg, and I'm like, I just hand on the knee.
I think it's
Let's not do
genetic.
that.
My dad does it too.
Hey, it's in the genes.
I can't help. I have to be fidgeting in some way.
Two questions here back to back. Not back to back. Like, they're not about our backs. These are two questions are similar to each other. Back to back questions here. How long have we been married?
7 years.
7 years. We got married in January 20th, 2018. So we've been married now 7 years. Yeah, it's actually it went by so fast. To think back that we were 22 when we got married.
21.
21. Yes, right. Yeah.
I
we-
turned 22 a
yeah,
few days after.
You're right. To think that we were 21 when we got married. We're in our last year of being in our 20s. That's crazy to think about.
Didn't have to remind me.
Yeah, sorry about that. Someone asked, how have we changed since we've been married? Here's what's crazy. When me and Courtney first met, he was very kind of outgoing, sarcastic, funny. Then when we started dating, your personality had drastically changed, in my opinion. You were very shy, very people pleaser, very shy, just quiet, very sensitive. I feel like now you're a little bit more, I guess, easygoing. You joke around a lot now. You're very charismatic, you know? Yeah, that's not it. Like, there's certain things that we'll joke about and stuff like that, and she'll be like, oh, you've rubbed off on me so much now. She'll make a joke about something or like a quick witted type thing and be like, oh, that's something you would say. Like, how have I changed, Courtney?
I don't know.
Give it to me.
You should see your face. I guess maybe sometimes you seem a little bit more outgoing than what you used to be. I think the videos have brought you out a little bit more.
I was just about to say that that's one thing that's changed is I was not making any type of content when we first got married. That was not a thing.
Here's the thing. Courtney decided she was going to make videos.
Okay, you always go with this story. This
and
is not
then
true.
He beat me to the punch and started making videos.
No.
Yeah.
You had briefly discussed making a YouTube channel, and you never did. You were going to make a completely different
Hey,
type of
I
content.
did eventually. There's a few videos
There
out there.
is. Probably like really cringy now. So,
Couple out there.
because they were vlogs of like stuff we were doing and
I
stuff.
think our vlog to Florida's still on there.
Early on making videos though, like I didn't even want Courtney to watch me or anything like that. Like I was very embarrassed. But now over the last couple of years, year and a half, I guess, you start like filming stuff and being around. I film stuff. So
And before your video types have changed too. Because you used to vlog all the time. Now
Yeah,
you do more
video
of
ty-
like skits and stuff.
yeah. What's your favorite memory from our wedding day?
I don't know if I have a favorite. I liked all of it. Tell you a funny one. When we were turning around to leave and they announced us men in white, I went to grab my bouquet from my maid of honor and my sleeve got stuck to my dress so I couldn't move my hand. So it took me a little bit to get it off.
Earlier that week, I didn't feel good. I thought it was a cold. I took some medicine and like Dayquil and stuff like that. And then Saturday morning, I felt pretty good, like when everything got started. But I think it was like one of those things where I knew we had stuff to do. So you're not thinking about being sick. So I was like, okay, we gotta get here. We gotta do this. And as the day was going on, I started to slowly feel worse and worse. To the point where, like, okay, I'm just tired. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
I'm just drained. We got back to the hotel and it was, I feel miserable.
Yeah.
I feel sick.
Like he was running a temperature and everything. You could just touch him and he was like burning
Yes.
up.
We went to Cracker Barrel and eat. I remember just not having an appetite. What?
An apple type?
I didn't have an appetite. Is that how you pronounce it? So next day, but here's what's crazy is next day we got up, went to Walmart because we had to then drive to where we were going to on our honeymoon. Got a bunch of medicines. Started feeling better. We did stop at a Mexican restaurant. I always forget about that and try to get something to eat. I don't think I really ate that much. But then like everyone at our wedding party got sick.
Yeah, it ended up not being a cold. It was the flu.
Pretty much everyone at our wedding party
One
got
of the
sick.
pastors got sick. Their
Yeah.
daughter got sick. Several of my bridesmaids. A
Pretty
few
much
of the groomsmen.
all of my groomsmen got sick. Were we both homeschooled, Courtney?
No, we were not. I went to public school. Kindergarten to 12th grade.
Which is crazy though, because I was homeschooled. But it's funny because there are certain things she was definitely more sheltered on than I was. I was kind of like the cool homeschooler, you know, like the rebellious one. Not rebellious in any way, but
I was very nerdy.
what did you do in school? Besides learn. Like, that's kind of lame.
That's it. I didn't do any extra things.
So you tell me you just went to school to learn?
I mean, we had this thing called pathways, and you pick which pathway you want to do to get closer to your future career. So you could do like cosmetology or nursing or teaching or did I already say mechanics? And so you pick one, and to graduate you'd have to finish the pathway. I picked nursing, so I did do that pathway. In your senior year, they picked like 15 maybe kids to go, and you'd leave school for the day, and you'd go do clinicals at a doctor's office or somewhere.
Another question someone wanted to know was what did you do for work? So you ended up being a nurse then, right?
No. I did not. I am a pre-K teacher, which was my backup pathway in school.
How long have you been teaching now?
5 years, yeah.
Yeah. You started in 2020? Great year to start teaching.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I started in the middle of the school year that January. wearing.
Yeah. What's crazy is you started and then you only worked like 2 full months.
Two-
You didn't really work a full year and full.
A full school year.
Yeah, that until like
2021.
Final question here. Someone asked, which one of us is the organized spouse and which one is the free-spirited one? Talked about this recently. I would say that looking at me like that before, we have kind of talked about recently. I would say like for me, I'm definitely messy, but I would say I'm like a messy minimalist, as in like I don't like to keep things. I will get rid of stuff so fast. I will just throw it away. I'll have like a pair of shoes. I'll come there, I'm like, I'm getting rid of these, and she's like, why you like those shoes? Yeah, I don't really want
And
them
you
anymore.
just got those shoes.
Like they're just taking up space at this point. I just want to get rid of them. I haven't worn them enough. I get a shirt, have it for like 6 months, and then I'm like, I'm gonna donate it or throw it out. And she's like, but you like this shirt? You look good. I don't want to keep it anymore. It's just in my closet taking up room. If I'm not wearing something consistently, quickly get rid of it. I have very few things that I try to keep. A lot of stuff I'm just like, we can either sell it or just throw it away. You're way more like clean. You take showers more than I do. No, you're like way more probably organized and like keep the house organized and stuff like that. But you're way more sentimental and stuff and like to keep things. Where I'm like, Courtney, you've got to throw this away.
We're both organized and in different ways. Andrew's the
'Cause-
type of organized to where he can't have the same layout in our apartment
True.
the same at all.
I like
I'll
change,
come
yeah.
home sometimes and he'll have rearranged the whole living room.
Yep.
I'm like, what did you do? I was used to that, but he likes
Yep.
to change it up.
But you're also the type, even though something to me might look cluttered, you could literally go in there and find exactly what I was looking for.
Organized chaos.
Organized, that's a word right there. That is a word right there.
It's actually
So,
two.
this is so sticky.
So you need napkin.
Yeah, look at that. It's just, I don't know what, I think they put the shake on the outside of the cup before they give it to me. No, but seriously, like, subscribe, and comment down below something. Comment down below if over or under, we'll know what you're talking about. Here we go. Someone asked, what are you laughing about?
I'm making faces at the camera. Give me ice cream and expect me to talk. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Where'd you get it, Sonic?
A turtle truffle nut blast.
Made with real turtles.
No.
Courtney, we brought you here today to ask you some. Did I say ask you? Courtney, we brought you here to ask you